Okay. The more things change, the more they stay the same. This first poem was written 45 years ago when my oldest daughter was 3. It was revised and retitled 11 years ago when my youngest granddaughter was 3. And it was revised and retitled again this year because my great-granddaughter is 3. And things don't change. The Children, 1971 to 2016. My daughter, 1-year-old, smiled out the window at the sunset. On the TV news, the pictures showed you, the headless child of Bangladesh, lying tumbled in a ditch. The war is waged against you, child, as much as on the men who hold the guns, though they are not their only other victims. And bomb-struck death is not your only fate. Your sister dead of one more rape, your mother dying nightly with her grief. My great-granddaughter, 3 now, sleeps quietly in the late spring dark. On the TV news, the pictures show you again. Probably the most cheerful thing you'll hear me read this afternoon or this evening is this next piece, not that one. Not that one, this next one. Deanna in the afternoon. Lying on their bed in the afternoon, she meant only to sleep the August heat away. Making love wasn't on her mind any more than what to cook for dinner or get her mother for Christmas. Naked now, except for his hand on her thigh, waxed well by his sweat as well as her own, she's glad she said yes. Railing at the light takes its epigram from an old Scottish proverb, or Irish, depending on who you're arguing with about where it came from. They speak of my drinking, but never my thirst. Then I will speak of it, though they fear the sound of my voice, of my tread, the thread of their being breaking with a rail at my lips. I was cast into life like any of them, expelled from the womb to cry around the blood, and after birth to change. And I was sucked into death and beyond, drained of what I was to cry out for blood and afterward be only the same. Bloodless, I thirst to briefly fill my veins again. Satiate, I hunger for something, someone, anyone to warm the emptiness. The ages blur in passing, but the hours, the nights, they crawl, stretching like my shadow at a door when clouds betray the moon. God, who might love me still as I love you or not, do I compound the blasphemy when I feel forsaken? I used to love the rising sun. And finally, Elegy. Dig the small grave and place the smaller body so, just so. The chill May rain and the warm human tears falling on her head will serve for the ritual washing of this puppy, barely 2 days old. Some future digger after truth, alien or human, kneeling with trowel and brush at this grave, will note in clear, careful script the wonder that a people would be so deliberate with the smallest of their God's creatures and so careless with themselves.
Okay, that was our first set. We have another set starting at noon, so you have a little bit of a break if you get